Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Ava Shamban. I'm founder of The Box by Dr. Ava. And I'm so pleased to be talking to the founder and creator of a skincare line that's devoted to men, but some of the women might like it too. And the skincare line is called Tiege Hanley. So that's my intro, and I'm gonna throw it over to you, Kelley.
Hi, Dr. Ava. It's so nice to meet you. I'm Kelley Thornton, and I'm the founder of CEO of Tiege Hanley. We're uncomplicated skincare for men. We're a Chicago-based company.
Chicago. So what I love that uncomplicated because I just have to tell you this. I just have a patient who had a reaction to a filler. This very extremely handsome guy, like he could be a doppelganger for George Clooney. I mean, he's tall. He came from, beautiful people. Anyway, so he had a reaction and he had puffiness under his eyes, and he's a therapist. And so I had to do some treatment, do a little dissolving, this and that to help resolve it. And I said to him, okay, so what you're going to do over the weekend is you're going to have some swelling, and you're going to use some frozen tea bags and cucumber. And so this morning, right before he did this, I got on a FaceTime with him, and he said to me, I cannot believe I've gone, and he'll be getting your Tiege Hanley, by the way. I cannot, right. And he's a boomer, but still. I said, I cannot believe I went all these years with being a metrosexual and everything without knowing about the virtue of cucumbers. And how effective they are.
You told him it's not that complicated.
Exactly. It's not that complicated. And then he told me he said, so I bought these tea bags, and he's married to a woman, I bought these tea bags and I put them in the freezer and I didn't wet them. And he said, then I realized I had to wet them. He said, so then I wet them and I stacked them in the freezer. He said, so then guess what happened? I said, I know. But it's really, keep it simple, stupid.
There's hope for him. He needs some uncomplicated skincare.
He needs some uncomplicated skincare. So you have such a cool brand. Thank you so much for partnering with us. Thank you for partnering with us.
I'm glad we could be part of it. Your box is very cool. Your brand is really cool. And, we're all about helping men look and feel amazing. We're glad to be part of your ladies box.
Yeah, well, a lot of these ladies have guys in their lives, so. Yeah.
Yep. And a lot of what we learn, right, of course, is from somebody getting us started down the right track. And it's not always our fathers. We usually have, a couple different lessons from him. He gives us a razor and tells us to go upstairs and shave. And then when we come back downstairs when we're 15 and we didn't do it right, then we get our second lesson. And that's pretty much the beginning and the end of our grooming career with our father. So, it's usually after stealing stuff from our significant other that we start on our own journey.
Your own path. Tell me about how did you come up with the idea for your skincare line?
Well, my background's in merchandising, so I studied in-store design and strategy around personal care for men, personal care globally for dozens of years, and I was working with the largest global consumer product good companies to understand how people shop, in different channels globally. Now they shop for skincare and grooming, and men was a specific focus of a lot of these big CPGs over the last 15 or so years. So I help these companies really understand how guys shop in the retail environment. And I realized
doesn't the way a guy shop and be like, okay, I'll have that. End of story.
Right.
No conversation. I'll just have that.
Yeah, that was kind of the epiphany. The guys just don't really like to shop, right? And they really don't like to shop for skincare. So I thought that if we took the concept online to help guys understand why it's important and how we can help them look and feel amazing in a kind of a simplified way, that we'd have a successful business. And here we are.
So was your inspiration though really your experience, your initial introduction to male grooming? Like your dad's like, oh, here's a razor, maybe there's some shaving cream up there, and go for it. Like, don't cut yourself.
Have at it. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of where it starts, right? For guys, and then eventually, I think as I did a lot of research, I was going into department stores because department stores kind of like the holy grail, right? For guys to get a chance to explore what how to look and how to get yourself dressed for success, right? Whether it's through that great pair of jeans or a suit or whatever, we would go to Nordstrom. And so my experience was going to these stores and going to the skincare section and then just looking at myself and saying, you're not getting any younger, so you might want to like do something about this. So it was my research that really led me to understand that guys have skin too, and it's important for them to take care of themselves.
Yeah, but did you personally ever have a feeling like, I don't like the way my skin looks and my skin could look better if I use some actual like skincare that was more designed for men?
Yeah. And I think, part of it was, need-based, which I think is a lot of the reasons why people get into, they have a certain need that they need to solve, right? Whether or not it's aesthetics or whether or not their skin is dry or oily or something like that. And, my skin was very dry. I live in, Chicago. We have very cold winters and so my skin would always be dried out. So it was a matter of trying to find the right moisturizer. The concept of a face wash was not even on my radar. I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I mean, I was just dating this guy and he like didn't wash his face. I said, "Are you kidding? You're dating a dermatologist and you're not even washing your face?" Like, like your good looks aren't going to get on, just stay there forever without some help.
Yeah. Right. So that's how it all started. Really is just understanding, the marketplace, globally understanding how guys shop, the need for guys to want to take care of themselves, and then a massive movement for men, which is around self-care. Right. Not that women aren't on that journey themselves, but men are really in a place right now where there's self-care. There's a lot of understanding about what it means for a guy to want to go to the gym or to eat healthy, or to be engaged in exercise on a regular basis. And it's okay for him to wear whatever he wants to wear, and he might as well take care of his skin too. So we're just part of that general conversation around self-care for men and what it means to be a guy. And really, skincare was never marketed in a way that we here at Tiege Hanley feels like it should have been marketed to men. It was always about that, that Fabio or that Brad Pitt image with, a guy with his shirt off with like a bucket of water kind of spilled on him. And that it's perhaps like a playbook for maybe how women think about their cosmetic journey and kind of parody and things like that. Guys just aren't like that. You said that earlier on. It's really about what do I need, and like just give it to me and let me get down my path in life. So we just changed kind of the way that we speak to guys about skincare.
Well, I think it's a very interesting trend because in terms of for women, wellness, I think the umbrella of wellness, and obviously I've been a dermatologist for a long time. So the umbrella of wellness does include not only, as you've pointed out, fitness, nutrition, sleep care, all of that, but it does absolutely include skincare and how you get that healthy glow. And so I think, I think also the advent of online dating, that you used to be sort of much more limited in your choice of partners. And so now you can have, there's like a whole, what I like to call it, the, one of those,
an ecosystem.
Yeah, there's an ecosystem that you can, and you can't, and people are on FaceTime and stuff. And so you really do see the quality of people's skin. And so I think it's so important for self-confidence and to feel comfortable when you go into, whether it's a professional situation or a personal situation, that your skin really looks great. So I
Yeah.
was drawn to your brand. I love what you put in there, and guys really talk about their eyes a lot,
Right.
and so you put
Right.
that
All the time.
fantastic eye cream in there. So tell me a little bit about the eye cream and tell me how you put it together.
We love that product. One of our top kind of couple selling products is our face wash, but our eye cream is our number one seller. Guys just really like it, and they see great results from it. So a lot of guys are very new to the concept of eye cream, and they're very new to the fact that they can prevent crow's feet and things of this nature, right? And bags under their eyes, which are a perpetual problem for a lot of people. And so, our eye cream is very, very popular. It's very easy to use. It's very efficacious, has a very soothing feel to it. Our guys just really like that a lot. So that's been a go-to product. And we really wanted to introduce you, to customers of the Box by Dr. Ava. We wanted to introduce our eye cream to your customers. We also really like, we really like our bar soap.
I was about to say the charcoal purifying. Give me some backstory on that. That's a brilliant formulation. I love that.
Thank you. It's a really great formula. And I think, guys really want, I think people in general really want a very nice, strong exfoliating bar to use a couple times a week. We don't recommend daily use at all. And we suggest that people are very judicious about where they're using it on their body, but it's an all over body bar. It smells great. It has a really nice exfoliating feel. When you get done using our scrub body bar, you really feel invigorated. You feel really clean. And so it's a great feeling.
I love that. So only a guy would say that after you're clean, you're invigorated. Have you ever heard? I mean, I've heard a woman talk about that one, but I love that. I love that. And I think that what's going to happen is it's going to be the reverse. It used to be that the guys would move over and steal their, their significant others, their skincare and their soap care. Whereas now it's going to be the women, going over to the, the guy's side and I think what this eye cream really does something. It's man strength.
Right.
It's like man strength deodorant. So and the charcoal bar too. I think I love that. Yeah.
Why did you decide to include Tiege Hanley in your box?
Well, because what I've found over my many years of practice is I've seen, the advent, I'd say maybe the younger boomers, but certainly the millennial male population. The millennial male population, they understand the value, how you dress and skincare. And so I started to see the rise of, I don't know, I think, what do they have? Manal for Chanel, male Chanel, or every kind of line started to have a male thing. And so I thought, hey, we got to address the 50% of the other side. And people just are really interested in looking their best. And so I thought, let's give the gift to both sexes.
I love it. I think it's a great idea. And we know, and we've known for a long time that guys are stealing their women's, or significant others' products when they're in the bathroom or in the shower. And to your point, and I think it's very clever that, women could be stealing great product from men as well.
Yeah.
And we have a surprisingly high percentage of women customers. We don't specifically market to women, but we know our products work really, really well, and they're great value. So, they perform very, very well. And so we know that we have a lot of women that are interested in our brand.
Yeah. And I really liked your philosophy. That you included a lip balm, because I think that men really, since men don't typically wear lipstick, the lips get very dry between talking and drinking and exposure to the elements. And so at night, putting a lip balm on, I know yours has SPF, which I love too, but using that lip balm really helps prevent a lot of lip issues and certainly sun damage. That's why you've got the SPF, but also just moisturizing the lips. And now we got the mask on, and you're breathing into the mask and you think your lips are going to be moist, but actually they get dry, It's a Rosanna Dana moment. But yeah, so I just thought that the way you put it together, and but tell me about what's the name Tiege Hanley? Where did that come from?
You know, it's a family name actually.
Oh,
And
is it?
it is. It's right out of my family's Bible, which is, before 23andMe, right? People actually kind of figured out a way to track their ancestries, and in our family we have a Bible from the 1400s, and
Wow.
it has that, it actually has the family tree going back from Ireland, where my family was originally from. And Tiege Hanley was one of my great from 1543. So I just love the name, and I loved the family heritage and the concept of that. So I've always, so I've always loved the concept of making Uncle Tiege part of a great brand that is all about helping men look and feel amazing.
Yeah, I think, and that's our goal, our mutual goal, all about having men and women look and feel amazing. So thank you for being part of my box, and thank you for all of the work you've done to push the program forward.
Thank you, Dr. Ava, and we're really delighted to be part of such a a reputable box, and you and your practice and everything you're doing for people, and skin health is really important, and that's at the center of what we're trying to do. We couldn't be happier to be part of your organization and what you're trying to do with the box by Dr. Ava.
Thank you. Yes, we're really wanting to make quality skincare available in a comprehensive and in a curated fashion to people who may live in what we call a derm desert.
Yes.
Where there aren't that many dermatologists, and these people, they don't know who to trust. They don't know what the actives are and what's a quality skincare line. And so that's what we're doing. And thank you for partnering.
Thanks very much.